Here we introduce the operation method of the vehicle drive-over testing apparatus for vehicle connector and plug. The test equipment is used to check whether a plug or vehicle connector shall have adequate resistance to damage from being driven over by a vehicle, unless it is provided with a cable management system which prevents the accessory from being left on the ground. First, we introduce the line and pipeline connection. Pull the connecting wire to the back of the electric cabinet and insert the plug into the corresponding socket. Connect the external air source to the equipment. Second, we introduce the sample placement. Place the sample on the cement slab in the middle of the runway. Tie the sample tightly with a rope and close all the doors of the equipment. If the doors are not closed, the equipment cannot operate. Then we introduce the crushing force of 5,000 plus or minus 250 newtons test. Press 5,000 newtons test on the menu interface to enter the 5,000 newtons test screen. If the tire is not at the origin, press homing to return to the origin. Set the speed of automatic speed 8 plus or minus 2 km per hour on the touch screen. Press the start button. The wheel device runs forward at the set speed and stops after driving over the sample. After driving over the sample, check whether the sample has the phenomenon mentioned in the standard and judge whether it is qualified. Then we introduce the tire replacement operation steps. Press the manual forward button to move the wheel to the middle position. First, loosen the 4 screws on the side of the coupling on the left and right sides of the tire. And loosen the 4 locking screws of the coupling. After the screws on both sides are loosened, use 2 jacks to raise the tire so that the tire just leaves the contact surface. Then remove the 4 screws on the side of the coupling on the left and right sides of the tire. Use the removed screw to screw into the hole next to its original hole. Push the coupling out of the sleeve, and the tires can be removed after the couplings on both sides are pushed out. Place the other tire in the load and adjust the jack so that the center of the axle of the load and tire is aligned. Put the coupling into the coupling sleeve and raise the jack to lift the tire off the ground. Rotate the tire by hand to align the holes on the side of the coupling with the screw holes inside, and tighten all the screws. After all the screws are tightened, the jacks are lowered on both sides simultaneously to put down the tire, and the replacement of the tire is completed. Finally, we introduce the crushing force of 11,000 plus or minus 550 newtons test. After replacing the tire, put the additional weight in the screw rod on the shelf, and fix the weight with screws after putting it in place. Then press button to enter 11,000 newtons test control interface. If the tire is not at the origin, press homing to return to the origin. Check whether the sample had placed on the cement slab and tied tightly with a rope. Set the speed of automatic speed 6 km per hour on the touch screen. Press the start button. The wheel device runs forward at the set speed and stops after driving over the sample. After driving over the sample, check whether the sample has the phenomenon mentioned in the standard and judge whether it is qualified. The above is the whole process of the test operation. Thank you for watching.